is sponsored by Pocket Aces Racing.
Welcome back. It's now time for our morning chat, and today we are taking it to the track. Pocket Aces Racing forms and manages thoroughbred racing partnerships through fractional ownership, and their horses are doing really well this season. And here to tell us more, we have co-owners Jared Shoemaker and Mark Wampler. Welcome back.
Hi, good morning. Nice to see you.
Thanks for
having us.
We didn't completely blow it last time.
No, you didn't. We were dying to have you back. We're dying to have you back. So we just wrapped up the Keeneland meet, spring meet, and I hear you all had a pretty good horse.
Yeah, we had one run. It was supposed to run, I guess, on the opening day.
Yes.
That got scrubbed in all
7
the
inches of rain over the weekend.
So we ran the following week and just won a really nice race, wire to wire. And now he's probably headed off towards the Preakness, towards Pimlico.
Wow, that's exciting. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, well, if people didn't see you all the first time, remind everybody what you all do.
Well, we, as you said, we buy racehorses and manage thoroughbred racing partnerships. So if you've ever dreamed about owning a racehorse, obviously it's out of reality, out of touch for a lot of folks. We make it easy, we make it affordable, and we provide opportunities for people to be involved in what we think is the greatest sport in the world. So
Absolutely.
And I found over the years our partners, whether they own 1%, 5%, 10%, their experience isn't the same. They feel like they own that horse. And we try to, with our partners, we try to make them feel like...
Yeah, you treat them all the same, right?
Right.
1% or 50%.
Anytime you want to see your horse, whether when they're young, when they're training, or when they're at the track, you have access to them, anytime you want. We treat you like you own 100% of that horse. And I think your experience will be when they win, you won't be thinking about, I own 2% or 5% of this horse. So it's a comprehensive experience.
I wish I'd have brought the winner's circle picture from that day, because there must have been 40 people in there with us. And it wasn't just partners, it was the partners' friends and the partners' families and co-workers. I mean, it was just a huge crew, and we had one that didn't run so well later in the meet, but then we had probably 25, 30 people there that day. And it was
that's
just
how it
always
goes,
a great
right? I mean, it's just how it goes.
And racing in general can tend to be a little exclusive, and we try to make it more inclusive. We want as many people in our win pictures as we can get, 30, 40 people, everybody having a great time. So that's kind of what we try to do, what we try to specialize in.
Yeah. And you're really smart. You've been in this business a long time. You're a bloodstock agent.
You've got credentials.
We have been doing this a while. We have learned, so I have been in the industry for 30 years. Jared and I have been doing this for 20 years. We've bought some lessons early on, we've done things wrong. We know what not to do as well. So, and I think the biggest thing for being around so long is our infrastructure. We have, and that's really our key. We have great people who break these horses, who ride these horses, who teach them how to be racehorses. And it's taken us every bit, and a great trainer, and it's taken us every bit of 20 years to get that all together. If you went and bought a horse at the sales, I mean, you've just begun. There's a million things to do from there. And I think we can be really helpful in that too.
And what's crazy is I feel like it's a year-round sport. So we put so much focus on Derby or on Oaks Day, but really this is something that people can invest in, that they're going to get rewarded for pretty much all year, right?
Kentucky racing goes year-round. We also send horses down to Florida, Louisiana for the winter. We send horses up to New York at Saratoga, some in the summers. So yeah, it's year-round, and it's all over. We have partners that are involved with us from one side of the country to the other, north, south, east, west, all over, and it's just it's a great time and a great experience. We don't even when you're not winning, we're trying to make it fun, try to make it experiential, and try to make it something that you can enjoy, regardless of the success on the track.
Yeah. Well, you never know when you're going to have the next Kentucky Derby winner. Of course, that's what we all dream about here in the state of Kentucky, and I just love that you all are making this accessible to anybody that wants to participate. Lee and I need to get a fractional ownership.
I mean, I know.
We're going to get set
Can
up
we
somehow, some way.
have part decision-making on the horse's name at that point?
Yeah, that's a good point.
We are in the process, actually, of naming one of our 2-year-old fillies right now. We do a couple rounds of voting. We let the partners send in name suggestions, and then Mark and I each pick 5, and then we start voting. So.
I've got it perfect.
Okay.
Blonde Dictator.
Blonde Dictator.
I'm sure. I'm sure that isn't taken.
Yeah.
That's a problem. There's a million good
I know.
names,
You won't
and
have
you
to
check.
try.
You have to
Tweet.
check.
And check the jockey club
Check.
tonight. When
Or
I
Two Drink Tam.
Oh,
That's another good one.
this keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to participate and get involved in the Sport of Kings at a fraction of the cost, we're going to have all of the information for Pocket Aces Racing up on the screen. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Appreciate
Leah
it.
team.
Today's morning was sponsored by Pocket Aces Racing.